Coach. Thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Flores. From the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to Quick. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And here's Flores to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. They run the counter. Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
52's the mark.
On first down, it's Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! We go tonight. 120. Mike by two. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, 76. 76. 76. 52 for Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 76 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7. 56. Check 56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Goff now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, Delta. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Third and long. It's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Flores going to throw again. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, fine. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, lift, 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 lift. Check 99, check 99. Begin, begin, begin.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Like 20. 56. I got one. Buzz. Be ready. Mike's 56. 2 for 66. Come on, D.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
They hand off to their big tight end. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I'm going back to you.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check right. Shift.
On second down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Flores now on first and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's second and 8. He gets this one to Boyd. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Flores. steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I got you. I got you. Check 52. Hey, Shell. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Flores operating from the gun. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Airing one out for Boyd. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 73 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bengals take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Shit.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, turn it up. Let's go. Get set. Go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check nickel.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Flores. On 3rd down. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
You can't block me.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 53 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Now here's Flores on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready? What's the plan? You go quicker. Come on. You don't know no better.
Back to throw. Flores. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
That's how you score.
A 5-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Go! Watching your guard. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Again, Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Value 3. Check 24. Slam, slam, slam.
Ric Flair.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. After the run, Goff going to throw. And his pass incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Listen. Bravo.
Check 52's the money.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go.
Here's Goff now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
180. Man, we're close.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Shoot.
Check 43.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
12.
To throw is Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Flores. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, Kendall. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendall. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Come on. Like 20.
Now it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.